all of my Gems family. How are all of you all doing? I am Life with Marlene. I am a Florida vlogger. I talk about, I share Florida lifestyle. I take you to the beaches, certain restaurants. I do reviews on this channel. So of course, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to Life with Marlene, welcome. You're always welcome to subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you all to be over here. So yeah, all of those things. So today I wanted to discuss a topic about, the opinions of other people. There's always going to be people who have their opinions. There's always going to be people in your life that will have an opinion on how you should live your life, how you should navigate your life. And most of the time, the people who have the highest opinions about you, they don't care about you. They're not going to be supportive. So let's just start with talking about that. Most of the time we only care about certain individuals' opinions when they're valuable, like to us. If somebody has no value in your life, you really don't care. And I had to start asking myself, why does this person's opinion matter to me? Why does it count to me? Why is it important when it shouldn't be? There are certain individuals that don't deserve to have a space in your thought process because they truly don't care about you. Stop letting weak-minded people get to you. And there are a lot of weak-minded people. There's a lot of people who feel that they can tell you what to do, maybe because of a control mechanism. Certain individuals are very controlling. They want to control you. They want to control your life. And sometimes people want to control you because they have no life. They have nothing going on in their life, and they see that you're a happy person, or you're a person who's making things happen. You're a person at peace, and certain individuals don't like it. There are certain people in this life that they are miserable because they have made a choice to be miserable. And because they have made that choice to be miserable, they want to make you be just as miserable as them. And when they can't make you as miserable as they are, they're going to try to smear your reputation. They're going to try to ruin you. They're going to try to bring disruption into your marriage, into your romantic relationship. They're going to try to bring mess in friendships. They're going to try to get you fired or in trouble on the job. There's all sorts of people out there that because they're in a negative space, because they're miserable, they want to make you feel miserable as well. Those people get into your head. There's always going to be people who are going to have an opinion about you. There's always going to be people who are going to try to control you. There's always going to be people who will be jealous of you. And there's nothing that we can do about those people. All we can do is hope for them. You can wish for them. If you're a spiritual person or a person of faith, maybe pray for those people. But we can't do anything about people who don't want to be happy. You can't make people happy. You can't make people do the right thing. You can't make people treat you in a certain way. We can't. Let's see. Hey, Angie, how are you doing? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And there's nothing that we can do about the miserable people. We can't. It took me a really long time to come to that space that to not let other people's opinions and who likes me and who doesn't like me stop me from living my life. Never let other people have that much power and control over you. And it is a power thing. We may not think it is, but it is a power thing. People can get power over our mind and get us to stop doing what we want to do, or to make us feel that we're less than. Never let a person have control over what we think about ourselves. And I had to start right there with talking about, the opinions of other people. Other people's opinions, while the ones that really matter. There are certain people in your life that their opinion should matter. Your spouse or significant other, your closest friends, the people who love you. Those are the opinions that should be valuable and important to you. And the ones that should not be valuable to you are the people who are just the transitioning. They're just passing through your life. Maybe managers on a job or whatever, other people, whatever. Oh, enjoy your vacation, Angie. That's one of the things about this life is we have to give ourselves that permission to live, to be our true and real authentic self. And it took me a very long time to get to the space in my life where people would do something to me and it's irritating, but at the same time, don't let it get under your skin. Hey, Nolan's girl, how are you doing? Welcome in. Don't let people get under your skin. I'm trying to tell you, I gave my power away for such a long time. I gave my power away to, parents, siblings, quote unquote friends. So much people, we give them more power than they deserve. We give them power to whatever their opinion, what they think we should be. And this is when I had to think to myself, why am I letting somebody who does not even count get into my head? And you do have to do some work on yourself. You got to do a lot of work on yourself and be courageous enough to say the opinions of this person, while I may care about them and I want them to be happy for me, we cannot make other people happy for us. We can't. And it took me a really long time to come to that space to where I can be my authentic self, but at the same time, if somebody doesn't like it, I'm just like, oh well, and then you move on. Sometimes it's our relatives, and I hate to say it, but our relatives sometimes can be the most judgmental people. We love them, but at the same time, we cannot let people get so much power, so much control over us, all of those things. And I was sad for a really long time, and it was more than sadness, if I'm going to be completely honest. I was in a depression mode because I wanted certain individuals in my life to support me. I wanted them to care about me. I wanted them to love me the way I needed to be loved. And I had to understand that a person cannot give you what they don't possess. A person can only love you as much as they love themselves. So if they don't love themselves, they're incapable of giving you what you need. They're incapable of being there for you the way you may need that love. Yes, Angie, peace is so important for your health. It is important for your mental health, for your spiritual health, for your physical health, for your spiritual health, all aspects of you. It goes to your overall wellness. And a lot of people really don't understand how deep it is, how big it is to learn to step into your own shoes. Learn that my opinion is the most important one and not other people. It takes a long time. It takes strength. It takes resiliency. It takes courage. It takes forgiveness for you to be yourself unapologetically. A really long time it took me, and not just when it came to the opinions of other people, but also, the self-acceptance and the self-awareness, being the person that you are organically made to be, accepting the way you look, accepting the way you talk, your personality, not feeling that you have to shift and be like anybody else, that I'm okay just the way that I am. And the people who accept me, the people who like me, it's cool. And the people who don't like me, it's cool too. Before, I used to try to shift and, try to gain acceptance from people who didn't accept me. We have to stop doing that. Stop trying to get people's love. We try it sometimes in romantic relationships, with friendships, with your siblings, maybe even your parents, people in our life, and they've already shown you by their actions they don't care nothing about you. But they have every opinion on your life. So why is it that we give our people that we quote unquote love, you know? Hi, Shekelthan, how are you doing? Welcome. We have to allow ourselves to be our best, you know? I think that's the thing that's the most important. Just allow yourself to be your real, your true, authentic self, you know? I think that's what's important. And being in that space of peace, of happiness, and joy. And it takes a long time. Some people, it takes longer than others, but I'm grateful that in my lifetime, while I'm here on this earth, that I'm at a space where I have peace. I'm at a space where I have love. I'm at a space where I'm doing what I want to do, that I'm stepping into the shoes of my purpose and my reason for existing, and I'm just happy. And I wish that for everybody. You know, that's one of the reasons why I do this channel. Hi, gangster. How are you doing? Welcome. I'm grateful to be able to step into these shoes to show other people, some people who look like me, some people who don't, that you got to have a lot of no, we're not doing that in here. We have to respect ourselves. That's one thing that's very important. We have to respect ourselves. And until we come to that space where we respect ourselves, respect our own opinions, and on top of all of that, we believe in ourselves. And I know that many people come from traumatic backgrounds, sometimes controlling parents or other people in our lives. And we're always striving. We're always trying to reach out and get other people to care about us and love us, and they don't. So that's one thing that is very important, you know. I think that's one thing that's very important in this life, is allowing yourself to be yourself. You know, it's a commitment. It's something that we have to work on consistently. It's an everyday thing. Some days you may be feeling really good about yourself, and some days you won't. Some days you'll be loving yourself, and some days you won't. And that's why it's important to make sure you constantly keep checking on yourself. How am I doing today? And having enough courage to step into those shoes of saying, I'm enough. I'm capable. I deserve to live my life. I deserve to enjoy myself, and not feeling that if another person doesn't like it, another person doesn't like what you're doing, then that's theirs. And being balanced, being at peace inside of yourself. There's nothing like that feeling of being that. Yes, I agree with that. You don't expect anything from anyone. The only person that I expect anything from is myself. I expect for me to know when I like something and when I don't. And being courageous enough to say, I don't like how this person treats me, or I don't like the way this person makes me feel. You have to be strong. And it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's a parent. It doesn't matter if it's a friend. It doesn't matter if it's somebody you're in a relationship with. You have to have a commitment to yourself first. A commitment also to your mental health. And I will tell you something, that mental health really does matter. Mental health matters so much, and we don't really think about mental health, or I can say I didn't really think about my mental health until my mental health was not in a very good space. When we go through things, we try to convince ourselves that we are all right when we're not. And it's nothing wrong with saying you're not okay. It's okay to say maybe you're having some depression. Maybe you're going through some things. You feel like crying. You feel like whatever it is that you're feeling, acknowledge all of those things inside of yourself. Hi, Tamika. How are you? Welcome. Hey, Bill. Welcome. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. If you could hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. I do think that it's important that every man and every woman gets to a space in their life where they're at peace. You know, I wish you all peace. I think that's something that just about everybody is striving for, but a lot of people don't know how to just be that, just be at peace, just be who they are supposed to be. And for me, it took me a lot of time to step into, and just be the real me, how my hair is, how my skin is, how my personality is, and just let myself be me, not trying to be like other people. And I have to say, being on social media where there's so many people, there's so many channels, trying to stand out and trying to go viral and all of those things, we have to be careful that we don't compromise our integrity. We don't compromise our values. Well, I can say that some people don't have values or integrity, but I'm speaking for myself, because I'm a spiritual woman, and I always try to treat other people the way that I want to be treated. I always try to be respectful of others, but at the same time, I make a commitment to myself to be happy, to be joyful, to show people to live life, and to not give up. My other channel, Marlene Motivates, I speak about motivation and encouragement. And on this channel, I show my vlogs. I show my vlogs. I show, so many other things. And I'm going to be starting another channel really soon. Hi, Leap Tour. How are you doing? I think that it's really important for anybody, and I don't know who I'm speaking to because I don't know you all, and you all don't know me either. But I think it's important to say to anybody who's going through something in your life. I always say this every time I open up my live to whatever channel I'm on. Whoever is going through something today, don't give up. Be encouraged. Don't let other people, don't let life, don't let your circumstance get you down. Don't let other people get you down. Don't let other people tell you that you're nothing, or don't think that because, to all of you content creators, because you haven't hit that mark, whatever that mark is that you want to get to, that you don't have good content, or it's a reflection of you being a bad person or something like that. No, you're not based on your views. You're not based on your likes. It's not based on anything. You're just putting out your content, and eventually it's gonna hit. You just keep being yourself. I want to speak to all of you ladies and gentlemen, and even if I have some younger audience members, I wish when I was younger, probably around my teen years, I wish somebody would have told me that the opinions of other people don't matter. When I was in school, it was all about being accepted from my peers. Thank you so much, Neptunescape. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm trying to like it, and it won't let me like it. There it goes. I just liked it. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I always say that all the time. Make sure that you stay your authentic self. Be your authentic self. Be your authentic self, and don't try to be anything other than yourself. I want you to know that you're more than enough, even if other people don't see it. Even if you're not where you want to be financially. I know about the struggles of trying to maintain on your day-to-day, right? You're trying your best to maintain. You're trying to keep your head above water with the bills, maybe your rent or your mortgage or light or this or that, a car payment. And it seems like you're drowning in being an adult. Being an adult is not an easy thing. And it's even harder to be an adult when you don't get acceptance from the people that you care about the most. But, one thing that we have to learn as adults is that the opinions of other people don't matter. The only opinion that matters is yours. What do you think about yourself? So I always want to put that out in the atmosphere that, you're more than enough. And if people around you don't accept you, don't care about you, have enough courage to walk away. Have enough courage to don't stay around where you're not welcome. Don't stay any place where you're not being loved and you're not being respected and your opinions are not validated. You deserve more than that. And it doesn't matter who it is. It could start from your sibling to your parents to your workplace. Don't stick around places where you're put down and discouraged. And most of the time, the ones that put us down the most are the people that we care about, the people that you love, the people who are your quote unquote loved ones, your family. But it's okay, because one day they're going to see how big of a mistake they've made. They're going to see how much they've missed out on, especially when you start elevating, especially when you start getting into a position where, you may be, this may be looking really nice, like you just financially will be winning. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Just because you may be struggling during certain times, it doesn't mean that you'll always be that way. I wish that I had known that. I share very freely that many, many years I struggle with depression. Many years I struggle with feelings of worthlessness. I struggle with accepting the way I looked, accepting the way that I talked, because I was not like other people. I was never the person that wanted to work a 9 to 5 job. That's not me. But I didn't know how to be able to monetize my gifts. I didn't know how to be happy, but at the same time be able to survive. But I'm grateful that right now I'm in a position that I'm able to live my life with using my gifts. I'm at peace. I love myself. I have confidence, and I'm grateful that I get to spread that and I get to share it with other people. I get to tell people on a regular basis, through counseling and mentoring, that you're enough. And I love to see the light bulbs go off in people's head when I may be the first person in their life to say that you're more than enough. So I say that every day I wake up, I look in the mirror and I tell myself that I'm enough, because I have to fill up my cup in order to fill up other people's cup. And I'm a human being. Some days, even though I know my worth, I know my power, I know the hope that I have for myself and my future, still doubt myself. It's important to say I'm enough. I'm more than enough. I'm capable. I'm deserving. I'm everything that I need to be. My thoughts and my opinions matter. I can do great things. I'm a change maker. My opinions are valuable and important. It's so important to speak life over yourself. It's so important, the words that you say out your mouth, because words have power. Words have meaning. And if you don't have certain things, you need to speak those things into existence, not say I can't or I don't think I can get it. No. You have to speak it out loud and believe it as if it has already happened. You have to speak about your life in the present. I am enough. I can do great things. And then go about putting together a plan, an assignment, getting yourself some good mentors, getting people on your team. See, the more that we have enough courage to stand in our own self, the courage to be who we are organically made to be. And it takes a lot of courage to be yourself. It takes a lot of courage to say, this is what I'm going to do with my life, and not give a, what other people will think about it, And I want to say that to anybody, because I was in that position a few years ago. And Don't get me wrong, everybody. It's nothing wrong with having a job. But for me, a job was not something that I wanted to do forever. I wanted to be able to get up when I wanted to get up. I wanted to be able to go and travel and have fun and hang out and do what I wanted to. And if I didn't want to work for the next 2 weeks, then I wasn't going to. But I knew that I had to do something different. So I guess my message on here today is to tell somebody, anybody, whoever needs to hear it, have enough courage to make a plan. Have enough courage to be consistent until whatever you're doing, maybe as a hobby, turn your hobby into your full-time career. And that's what I did. I started off by doing counseling. I started off by doing, a little bit of mentorship, being a coach. And now I've turned this into my full-time career. See, if you really want to do something in your life, don't listen to other people. And I'm saying that not because of what I've read in a book or anything like that. I've had so many people tell me how nobody's going to pay you for motivation. I'm doing it every day. I've heard people say, nobody will ever listen to you. Why do you think your story is so important? Why do you think you have so much value? Why do you think? Because I believe in myself. And the same thing for all of you. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself enough to say, I deserve to do something great for me, and I'm going to step into it, and I'm going to believe, and I'm going to step past fear. I'm going to step past doubt. I'm going to step past all the people who don't support me, all the people who don't like me, and I'm just going to make it happen. And I'm going to keep trying and fighting until I get where I want to be, And I encourage anybody who, if you have a plan, if there's anything that you want to do, I don't care how young you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you've done wrong in the past. I don't care who supports you. I don't care what your financial situation is. All you need to do is be convinced of what you want to do. You have to be fully convinced. And even though I said for many, many years what I wanted to do, but I was never having enough courage to step into those shoes and actually do something about it. See, we have to do more than talk about what we want. We have to be able to put, one foot in front of the other. What is your plan for living out your dream? What is your plan for making your life happen? Happy, at peace. We're the ones that make a decision on if we have peace or not. Okay. So, this topic today, talking about people always telling you how you should live your life, right? How many of you all have had people who love to give you their opinion? They love to talk negatively about your life or tell you what to do with your life, how you should dress, how you should talk, where you should live, what relationships you should be in, how you should train your kids, whether you should be married, not married, right? We always hear people talking about what you should be doing with your life, how you should look. And those same said people, they don't have their life together. I've always found the people who have the biggest opinions on my life, they don't have their life together. They don't have their money together. They're angry and bitter people. They're controlling people, manipulative people. And you just have to dismiss what, is not going to help you. I had to learn that to make, something that's not going to benefit my life. I had to learn to subtract anything that was not going to make me vibrate higher. If my vibration was not going to be higher, if I was not going to be at a place with peace, if I wasn't going to learn something from this, then discard it and keep on moving. And don't get me wrong, don't think that when people say things to me, it doesn't hurt me. It does. I'm human. I have feelings. I get sensitive sometimes. I get mad. I get angry. All of those things. And I ask, why won't they do right by me? Why won't they support me? I ask myself all those questions. But at the end of the day, what they think about me is irrelevant. What somebody else thinks about me is irrelevant. But you have to just keep moving forward and having enough courage to be yourself unapologetically. So I speak to all my ladies, all the gentlemen. Be yourself unapologetically. You know, don't be afraid. Hey, Glenda, how are you doing? Don't be afraid to be yourself unapologetically. Don't be afraid to put a smile on your face, to do the things that you want to do. Sometimes if you just want to laugh out loud, sometimes you want to dance, you want to do whatever it is you want to do. You know, I advocate for that. Live your life on your terms. Live your life out loud. You know, we never know what is going to be the last day of our life on this earth. You don't know. So while you can, laugh while you can, be at peace while you can, forgive. You guys hear that thunder? Laugh while you can, forgive while you can, and be your best. Be your best. No problem, Glenda. And be your best. I think that's the thing that matters the most in this life. Be your personal best, not up to other people's standards, not what other people think you should be. Yeah, all of that. I think that that's important. And I've shed so many tears behind trying to wait, waiting. Maybe one day they'll love me. Maybe one day they'll give me what I, or waiting for siblings or other relatives love me and support me and be there for me, and they just won't. Some people drop the ball when people cannot give you. Have enough courage to love you from a distance because you're stopping me from my peace. You're stopping me from my joy. You're stopping me from doing what I need to do in my life, because there are things called distractions, right? There's a lot of people out here who are distractions. They are trying to distract you from your purpose. They're trying to distract you from joy. They're trying to put all their problems on you. Every time you talk to them on the phone, in person, it's always something negative. They're always involved in something where they're back and forth with somebody. They're always on the low. They're always complaining about their life, but they never have the courage to change it. Do you all know people like that in your life that complain about their life, but they do nothing about it? They do absolutely nothing. They'll never do anything about it because they don't want to. There are two type of people in this life. There's the people who are the doers and the people who are the complainers. See, I was in that category of being a complainer for many, many years because I didn't think I had the choice. But now that I know better, I do better. If I don't like something, I say, I don't like that. And then I have the courage to do something about it. Hey, Nate, how are you doing? Welcome. That's the thing about this life, is you have to have enough courage to be yourself. You have to have enough courage to say, this is what I'm going to do. And that's the thing about distractions in this life. That's the thing about distractions. There's a lot of things that will distract us. There's a lot of things that will distract you. Maybe there's something in your life right now that is distracting you from doing what you need to do. You know, something to keep you off track from your purpose. And even sometimes, if I'm completely honest, I allow myself to be distracted. I let myself be distracted because I don't want to do anything about it. I don't want to do anything. You know, I have the times where I want to be lazy. I don't feel like doing anything, but I complain about it. But then I have to kick myself in the tush and say, get up and make it happen. It's not going to happen on its own. So there's that. Yes, I'm doing great. I'm glad you are too, Nate. Welcome in. Shout out to all my mods. Shout out to my channel members. I appreciate you. If you see somebody in the chat, go ahead and take a look at their channel. I'm always going to promote my awesome moderators and my channel members. Thank you all so much for your support. And I wanted to say this to everybody, don't let other people and their opinions get you stuck. For a really long time, I stayed in many relationships that was not conducive to my personal growth. I wasn't growing. I wasn't happy. I was actually very depressed, very, very depressed. But I didn't do anything about it. You know why? Because I know there's many who are just like me that don't think that they have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice to walk away from negativity. You have a choice to leave toxic relationships. And anybody can be toxic. From your parent all the way down to your own child. You have to make a choice that you don't have to put up with foolishness. You don't have to put up with lies. You don't have to put up with manipulation. Hi, Mark. How are you doing? Yes, Nate. Never settle for less than you deserve. That's the thing, is that a lot of people don't think that they deserve better, right? They don't. A lot of people don't think that they deserve better. And that's the thing. They don't feel like they deserve better. They feel like they don't deserve to be happy. They feel like they don't deserve joy. They feel like they don't deserve peace. They feel like they don't deserve, a lot of things. But you do. But you first have to believe that about yourself. You have to think that about yourself. You have to have that confidence in yourself to move on, to let go of negativity, okay? You have to make that choice. So I just wanted to say that to all of you. Know that you have a choice. You have a choice to move on. You have a choice to not be around negativity. And you have a choice to get up every day and start again and again until you win. Again and again until you win. I say that to all of you. It's not about winning like other people. It's about winning how you want to win. See, because my win is not your win, okay? My win is not yours. And your win is not mine. Every single person is different. Every single person needs different things, right? Nate says, love yourself, know yourself. That's one thing that is so important, is learning to respect your own self. That's important. And Nate says, love yourself, know yourself, and then move forward in life. Yeah, that's what's important, Nate. That's what's important, is allowing yourself to just be yourself, and don't let this world, and I have to say this too, don't let the distractions, I think it's back. Let's see. Is it back? Yeah, it's back. Okay. Don't worry about it, Nate. No problem. It's just ridiculous, the amount of people in this life, okay? The amount of people in this life that won't allow themselves to be happy. And that makes me sad. It really does. It makes me sad for the amount of women and men that don't have the enough courage to live their life out loud. Live your life out loud, ladies and gentlemen. Live your life out loud and be yourself. Love the woman that you are. Love the man that you are. Even if there are people in your life that don't appreciate you, that don't respect you. It's all of those things, It's all of those things. So, I just wanted to encourage you all the time. Every single day you wake up, I want to say this: have gratitude, and I get it that this life can be so overwhelming and stressful that sometimes we feel like, what is it to be grateful for, But just think about it. You're alive another day. You're alive, because there's a lot of people that wish that they were alive right now that are under the ground. So there's that. Start your day with that. I'm grateful to be alive. And then build from there. Take things one moment at a time. One moment at a time. I don't mean the whole day. I've heard people say, take things one day at a time. But sometimes when you're going through things, family issues, health problems, or financial difficulties, just trying to survive, thinking about a whole 24 hours is too much. So I say to all of you, one moment at a time, and then get to the next moment and focus on that moment. But just have that tunnel vision that I'm only going to focus on what's positive. I'm going to only focus on what upbuilds me, what encourages me, what makes me feel good about myself. So what makes you feel good about yourself? Think about some of those things. I always have a notebook, and every day I like to write down in my notebook something positive. Hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Welcome. Hey, Boss Life Online, how are you all doing? Welcome in. Every day I like to have a notebook, and I write down in my notebook some positive things about myself to keep me encouraged for that day. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Write down your goals of the day. What do you want to accomplish? And sometimes the thing that you want to accomplish for that day is just getting through the day. Today, I just want to get through today sometimes is without crying, because you could be carrying the weight of the world on your head, right? You can be carrying the weight of the world. I'm doing amazing. Sirius, thank you so much for being here. Sometimes we're carrying the weight of the world. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I know that there has to be somebody everybody depends on you, whether it's your child, whether it's your spouse, significant other, maybe it's other relatives. So, your life is very busy. Your life is very busy, and you just are just trying to maintain, but it's hard to be the one that everyone depends on. But some balance is necessary. Okay, gems? Balance is necessary. While you want to be there for others, while you want to care for others, you have to care for yourself. You have to love on yourself. You have to give yourself love. You have to fill up your own cup. And I say this all the time on all my channels. Fill up your cup before you can fill up others. And most of the time we do things backwards. That's why we feel so drained, why we feel negative, why we doubt ourselves, and all of those things is because we do not let ourselves take a break. We don't let ourselves enjoy ourselves. We don't let ourselves get rest, or we don't allow ourselves to be happy for our small wins. I say that to all of you. It may not be a win for somebody else, but it's a win for me. And whatever it is that you've won, and like I said, it may be something insignificant to other people, but it's significant to you. So whatever it is that you have overcome, and we all know our challenges, we all know the issues that we have. Don't let anybody tell you to not celebrate yourself. Celebrate all your wins, small, medium, in between, all of them, and pat yourself on the back. When you win at something, tell yourself, I'm so proud of you. You didn't give in. Keep on fighting for what you want. And I say that to you all too. Keep fighting for what you want. Keep fighting for what you believe in. Maintain a positive attitude, even if the people around you are not positive. And I know that that's something difficult, because when you have people around you and they have a bad attitude, they get on your nerves, and you just want to choke them up. You just want to slap them. You just want to do something to get back at them. Don't. There are a lot of people that we know they're not worth it. They're not worth your energy. They're not worth your time. No, they're not worth your power. They're not worth a response. No. Neptune, you gave me one. And I wanted to say that it's very important for us to say this. I want to say this to everybody, and I want you to really listen to this. Make sure you are taking care of your mental health. If you are dealing with something, don't pretend like you're not going through something. Thank you so much, Neptune. I appreciate it. When you're going through something, give yourself the permission to heal. Sometimes we need a break. And for heaven's sake, for all of you who get out of bad relationships, give yourself a break from being in a relationship. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to work on yourself and become accountable. What did I do wrong? Why did I choose this person? It's okay. It's okay to pause. It's okay to relax. It's okay to say no and mean it. It's okay to not be available. It's okay to turn off your phone and to say, nope, I'm not going to do anything for anybody, because today it's about me. Today is about you. You know, you have to put your own oxygen mask on. You have to respect yourself. You have to set boundaries. And I'm speaking this from experience. I missed one. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Neptune. If you gave me another super chat, maybe I didn't see it, but I always thank you. I have to say that. First, you got to respect yourself. You have to respect yourself before other people can respect you. People may not like you, but they definitely are going to respect you. Okay? Hi, Brett. How are you doing? I appreciate that, Brett. Welcome. I think that is so important. Yes, Nate, facts. I think that it's so important for us to come into that space, woman or man. You have to come into the space where you can respect yourself. You have to come into a space where you're courageous enough to say, this is about me, and it's not being selfish. And I know that many people, we were raised, right? You were raised that it was about your family, it was about your friends, it's about everybody, and you have to give to others, but, you know, you're not giving to yourself. Okay. Brett says, good, I'm fighting my bad virus. Oh, I hope you feel better, Brett. I have been giving super chats to live streamers today. Well, thank you, Neptune. I appreciate it. I think that it's important for us to value ourselves, value your life, you know, making a commitment to yourself. And that's something that I never did until I started going to therapy and working on myself. See, we'll stretch ourselves thin. Even sometimes we'll stretch ourselves until we have a mental breakdown. We'll have a physical breakdown. We'll wind up sick with health problems and issues before we'll realize I'm doing too much for others and not enough for myself. You know, we'll stretch ourselves thin. We'll give away all our money. We'll give away all our time. And at the end of the day, what do you have? What do I have? And that's why it always comes back to full circle to boundaries. It always comes back to boundaries. Do you set those boundaries with other people? Everybody in your life. Everybody in your life set boundaries. From your children, spouse, significant other, friends, workmates, even on social media. You have to set boundaries so people know what you like and what you don't. And it doesn't matter who likes it or not. It doesn't matter who's upset, who won't talk to you. See, you got to be firm in, but I respect myself. And because I respect myself, I'm going to set some boundaries. Yeah, some people aren't going to like it because now they're not going to have you as their little puppet to use. And people don't like that. And there will be people who will drop off from you the moment you start standing up for yourself. The moment where you don't always make yourself available. I say that to people all the time. Do not always make yourself available. Let that phone go to voicemail. It can't be every time someone calls you, they get you every time. Or every time you they text, they want an instant text. No, that's not reasonable. You have to let people have other people in their life. It can't always be you to save people, you know. My therapist taught me that, and I'm still working on it. But we have to make ourselves not available to others because we have to say no to other people to say yes to ourselves. You have to let people know this is my time. This is what I want to do. And you don't have to tell them why it's no. It's just no. And that's the end of it. Oh, thank you so much, Neptune. And that's the thing about this life is, you know, I wanted to have this conversation because I wanted to tell you all, there's always going to be people who are going to try to tell you what to do. There's going to be people who are going to try to control you. They're going to try to tell you what to do, whether this is on social media, whether it's in real life, whether it's your relative, it's your friends, whoever. But you have to be strong as a woman or a man. You have to know what you want. You have to take on leadership qualities in all aspects of your life, because if you don't, people will control you until you take your power back, until you take your control back, until you start setting boundaries. So set boundaries for yourself. Know yourself and respect yourself. It's not an automatic thing, you know. When I was growing up, I automatically thought people who were in my life loved me. I thought it was automatic that because these were my siblings or my parents or whoever, the people that came around me, I thought that that meant that they loved me. Thank you, Boss Life Online. Oh, thank you so much, Sirius. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super stickers, everybody. Yes. 4 months on the Dollar Hollers. Join membership, everybody. My membership starts at 99 cents. So you're welcome to join channel membership. So I wanted to say this to everybody. I want you all to know, every single person, whether you are live now or you're on the replay, you have a choice to make every day. You have a choice to make a choice to love yourself. You have a choice to say no. You have a choice, and there is power in that. There is power and there is value. Okay? There is power and there is value. And if nobody has not told you today, you have value. You know, sometimes we don't feel like we're valuable because we're not in the space and the place that we want to be. You know, when you know, I'm not where I want to be. So you feel like you're nothing and you're nobody. No, you're not. You are somebody. Yes, you are. You are somebody. You are precious. You are valuable. You have importance. But certain individuals don't receive you. They don't receive you well. And that's the time where you just move on and say, you don't deserve to be in my life. Okay? And close the door. Shut yourself off from the negativity. Just because another person is negative, don't let them take you down. Don't let other people take you down. Because you're elevating, you're growing. You know, you're trying to do better. You're trying to be better. And the moment when you try to be better in your life, there's always going to be individuals that are going to try to stop you from growing. They're going to try to stop you from loving yourself. They're going to try to stop you from winning. They're going to try to sabotage your success. They'll talk about you. They'll say all kinds of mean and hurtful things. But don't let them stop you. Sometimes you got to pause for a moment and be like, wow, I was not expecting that from that person. Most of the time, the most pain comes from the people that we love the most, and they disappoint us. They don't show up for us. They don't support us. They don't care about us the way that we want them to, but it's okay because we're learning. You don't need other people to be successful. You just need yourself. Yeah. Amen. You just need yourself. That's all. I need me. I need my mental health. I need my physical health. I got to take care of myself. And I say that to all of you all too. Take care of you. Make sure you're getting your rest and you're drinking your water and you're getting your exercise. Of course, always in accord with what your doctor says. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just speaking what works for me. Make sure you're getting your exercise and you're drinking your water. You take care of your mental health. And if you find that somebody is always using you like a little puppet, and listen, these are the people, they think that they're so smart. They think they're smarter than you. They think they're playing a game and you'll never catch on to it, but you'll catch on to it. When you have enough, you will have enough. When you say, I'm not going to do this anymore, then don't. And you don't have to explain why. No is no. No is no. And those are the same people that they're going to need you later. The people who are talking about you, the people who say you'll never make it, those are the same people. See, sometimes when you're in that space in your life where you're trying to make it, you know, sometimes you're on your knees and it's a slow thing, but you're still moving along. Sometimes you're just like that tortoise, moving very slowly, but you're still moving ahead. See, that's what you got to focus on. I may not be going as fast as everybody else, but I'm still moving. I'm still going. And I say that to you. You're still going. You're still moving. As long as you're making forward progress, that's all you need to focus on. Don't worry about the speed of other people and how fast they're going and how much they're winning. You're a winner in yourself. Yeah. You got to speak that out of your mouth. I'm a winner. I'm successful. Every day you wake up, you got to speak that over yourself in your life. I'm successful. I'm a winner. I'm strong. I'm confident. I am victorious. Speak that over yourself and your life every day. And don't let the people who probably are doing nothing with their life, they're lazy, they don't have any money, they're on this power trip, they're trying to control you. Don't listen to them. This is about you. This is about you and your life. This is about you having joy. This is about you loving yourself. So that's what's important, everybody. And that's the reason why I wanted to come on and to talk about this message. You know, this channel is Life with Marlene. So I talk about all sorts of topics about life, you know. So are you living your life on your terms? I want you to think about this even after this stream is over. Are you living your life on your terms? Am I? Are you? And if you're not, have enough courage to say, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do to bring a smile on my face? What am I going to do to have peace? What am I going to do to have joy? And then make it happen. Don't just make excuses. Have enough courage to change what you don't like. Stay consistent. Have joy in your life. Maintain your peace, your mental health, your spiritual health, your financial health, your physical health. Be strong. Be courageous. Life is about being a fighter. Fight for what you want. Keep on enduring and be your best self. I'm Marlene of Life with Marlene, your channel for everything Florida. I am your Florida vlogger for Florida beach videos. I go to restaurants in Florida. I talk about lots of things. And on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I come on here and I talk about some motivation, something we can gain from life, because this is Life with Marlene. So I come on and I talk to all of you gems. And I appreciate every single one of you gems, everybody who is a brand new subscriber to somebody who just joined today. And thank you to everybody who gave me a super chat, a super sticker, those who joined my channel membership. I want you to know you're more than enough. And I want you to say that out loud. I am more than enough. I will live my life with joy. I will keep my peace. I will maintain my mental health. I will take care of me because I'm more than enough, because I am a gem and you are a gem. Treasure yourself and hold your head up. You are victorious. Shout out to all of my channel members: Sirius, Miss Nexie, Leticia's Third Eye Point of View, Boss Life Online, and Von D Gaming, who has a gifted membership for this month. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to this week's topic. I will see you all back here live next Sunday, same time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate every single one of you. And watch a video. I have shorts on my channels. I have vlogs. So many things. Shout out to all of my mods. If you see any of my mods and their content creators, check out their channels. They have some great content, and I know that you would appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Sirius, Nate, Boss Life Online, Glenda, Miss Tamika, Neptune. Thank you so much for the super stickers. Nolan's Girl, Brett, I hope you're feeling better. And anybody who is watching in the background, you know, everybody keep your head up, okay? Keep your head up. I appreciate every single one of you. I am Life with Marlene, your Florida vlogger. So tune in for the videos Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They premiere. And during the week, I put out shorts. And I think on Thursday, I'm going to do the 10 content creators you should know. So stay tuned for that, content creators. You may see yourself featured in the next 10 content creators you should know. I'll see you guys on the next one. Everybody have a great Sunday, or to my international family, have a great Monday morning. I appreciate all of you guys. Love yourself and love your life. This is Life with Marlene, and I'm out.